It's Tuesday, the 22nd of January 2013, and this is part 7. It's been a while since I made part 6, January the 5th, I believe, which is quite a while. But carrying on, just to repeat the point, the reason why message replies on Plentyoffish are so infrequent is because the women on there receive so many messages per week, they cannot reply to every one. Second to that, they may not have the opportunity to read your message. Thirdly, they may receive your message, they may read your message, but they may not reply because you are just not what they're looking for. I know that a lot of men state that a thanks but no thanks, it goes a long way, and it does. But on the internet, a thanks but no thanks is quite rare to come by. People will give you the brush off by just not replying to you. So if someone does not reply to your message, it may just be a case of you are not what they're looking for, and that's it. So they are the main reasons why message replies are so infrequent. There are other reasons, which I will go into, but they're the main ones. On my last clip, I did mention a woman at the end who one of her dislikes is undercooked Yorkshire puddings. And thinking about her gave me the idea of what to talk about on this video. And that is the ways that people communicate with each other on there. Number one, you have the basic, the messaging system, where you can send a message to someone and see if they reply. Second to that, you have the favourite list. You can put someone down on your favourite list or vice versa to get their attention. That has worked in the past for me. So if you are using Plentyoffish at the moment, or you are thinking about using it, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you are, the favourite list, it has worked, and it does work. The third way is the meet me option. People will put you down on the meet me option, and in my opinion, they don't have any genuine idea on what they're looking for or who they're looking for. It's just completely random. They have no intention of actually meeting you, and in a lot of cases have no intention of actually talking to you, which is quite bizarre. So it's just kind of, people will put you on there for a laugh, really, a laugh and a joke. So the meet me option is a waste of time. The fourth way that I become aware of is a very interesting way, and that is women will contact you, or they will communicate with you via their profile headline, their profile heading. This is one of the ways that the woman who doesn't like undercooked Yorkshire puddings contacted me or communicated with me. Now, the way it works is when you go on to Plentyoffish, when you click on your inbox, if you then click on the online section at the top of the page, you will see all the profiles of women, if you are looking for women, who are online at that moment in time. Now, I noticed that certain profiles kept on appearing every time I clicked on my inbox. At first, I thought it was some type of automated response, but now I know it's not, and I will tell you why I know it's not on a later video. But the woman who doesn't like undercooked Yorkshire puddings, I noticed her profile kept appearing on a regular basis. So I clicked on her profile and it had the headline, "There's nothing like stating the obvious." And I thought, is that making a reference to me being a virgin? Nothing like stating the obvious. Maybe I look like a virgin, I don't know. So I didn't think too much of it, didn't look too much into it. As time went by, I checked her profile. Her headline never changed, it remained the same. A few days later, I put on my profile at the bottom I put a little section about some names I had been called over the past 5 years by women. Clicked on my inbox. Lo and behold, her profile appeared a few minutes later. I clicked on it, checked her profile headline. She had now changed it to "a little realistic, perhaps." Again, I thought, is that making reference to me and the names I've been called, i.e., a little realistic, perhaps? Now I thought, am I becoming paranoid? And then I thought, no, I'm not, because I've had this in the past. Many, many women have communicated with me in this manner via their profile headline. And whether it's because they just don't have the confidence to send you a message, I don't know. It could be. So I thought I would do a little test. So I monitored her profile and her headline. It didn't change at all. I didn't change my profile. I didn't add anything onto it. A few days later, I decided to add a little wording on my Santa Claus photo. I had put the wording, "Please can you bend me over and spank me?" Clicked on my inbox. A few minutes later, her profile appears. I click on it. Her profile headline has now magically changed, and it had remained the same since my last since I last changed my profile, since I last added a little section on. Her profile headline now stated, "Are you really that tall?" So obviously she's making a reference to me. She's reading what I'm writing and she's communicating with me via her profile heading, which is it's a bizarre way to communicate. Why not just send a message? She is not the only one that has communicated with me in this manner. Many, many, many more have. So whether it's just a case of they haven't got the confidence to send you a message, I don't know. But there have been women who have communicated with me in this manner, who I thought, oh, maybe they're interested, so I will send them a message. But what happens? Lo and behold, they delete your message, or they read your message and then delete it. But they very, very rarely reply. So what you could say is, these particular type of women are game players. That's all they are. And this woman who does not like undercooked Yorkshire puddings, I've now noticed that all of her dislikes and her likes have been removed from her profile. So maybe she's tuning into my video. You never know. So if you are Katie, that's for you, baby. And lovely Katie is using Plentyoffish now. She used to be on there as Katie Lou. She then deleted her profile, came back on there a few weeks later as Astrellis, then deleted that profile, and she's now on there under yet another new name. And that's another thing I can't understand. Why women delete their profile under one name, come back on under another new name. It's very bizarre to me, but hopefully by trying my best to explain that rather bizarre way of how they will communicate with you, it may give you another option if you are using it. And if you are clicking on your inbox and then you go to the online section and you're noticing certain female profiles, if you are looking for a woman that is, which keep appearing at the same time you're clicking on your inbox, then there's a high possibility that for whatever reason, good or bad, these women are trying to communicate with you. So that is the end of this video, and part 8 is coming up, and then after part 8 I'm going to dissect in detail my profile and explain how it started and why I decided to call it the online blog. So with that being said, goodbye.